So it's cold out, and some of you use these EdenPURE heaters to heat your home. Today we're just going to go over real quickly how to change out the bulbs in an EdenPURE heater. So a lot of you use these EdenPURE heaters to help either supplement heat in your home, or for small areas you use them just to heat small areas. And I know some landlords that use them to maintain heat in between renters, just so that the pipes don't freeze and things like that. But when these go bad, there are ways to fix it, and they sell parts all the way back to the Gen 2s. So if this interests you, stick around. We're going to show you how to do this. You can pay someone to do it if you can't do it yourself. It is cheaper than buying a new EdenPURE. Some of these EdenPUREs can be up to $500, so maybe you can find a used one you can fix for yourself, or maybe you can fix the one that's broken on you. Hopefully this helps someone. Now in this video I don't show you how to take the shroud off or the metal sheet metal plating that encompasses all this heating section. It's just 1,000 screws. I do show you which screws go back into which area, but for the most part in simplified form. But if this is something more complicated than you think you should tackle, you probably shouldn't get into this. It's good to take pictures if you're not good at remembering, but all of this just involves a Phillips head screwdriver, and you got to put things back the way that you find them. So before you get into that, make sure you have the right model and gen number before you order your parts, and check it, take it apart and check it to see what's wrong. Could be the fan, or it could be sensors or something else, and some of that does get complicated. Okay, I'm not going to show you how to do this whole thing, but I am going to show you the inside of this EdenPURE. And this is the bulbs. You can get these on Amazon. You can buy them through EdenPURE, and it's not a completely difficult process. Now, we're not going to show you how to tear it all apart. If you can't figure out how to tear it apart, you probably shouldn't be the one changing these bulbs out. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the fact of the matter. So if you want to stick around and see how we do this, stay tuned. Now, the model we're working with today is a Gen 3, and the models that are Gen 4 and up will have different bulb setups. Up have 3 bulbs in here, but the difference between the EdenPUREs and the ones you're getting today is these are encased in this vent, and the other ones are designed a little bit different. The lady we're fixing this for has had this for 7 years, and this is the first repair she's had. Now this is circulated with this little squirrel fan here, and those motors can be replaced as well. So we're just going to get all these bulbs taken out, these few screws, and switched out with the new ones. Now on the other side, you can see the bulbs here. This is the connection on the other side of the bulbs, and they run to here. So we're just going to take them out one by one and replace them right where they came from. There is a complete diagram. It's located underneath the shroud on the top of the heater. Now this is what the new 6 bulbs. Please note this pack comes with 7 bulbs. Bulbs looks like that we ordered, and it does come with a new filter that we're going to replace, and I'll show you when we get the old ones out what they look like. They're done. Now 3 of the old bulbs still work, but the other 3 are dead, and these you have to purchase in a complete set, and it's good to change them all out because they're all going to be dead shortly once they start to die. Old filter, 7 years old. New filter. These can be taken out and washed. You just want to make sure they're completely dry before you put them back in. Trip safety, this isn't your sixth bulb. Your sixth bulb's in the front down here. Right, let's see, right there. Okay, so this is your sixth bulb, and it comes out right here like this with this screw. You got one up there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now these are the old bulbs, and this is what they are. They're just a toaster, basically. High density coil toaster with connections on both sides, and then a glass to protect from the heat, and then it just encapsulates the heat and blows a small amount of air through it. And it's pretty effective and efficient. You got your bulbs out, you do want to take some time, clean these cavities out, make sure there's nothing burn on the edges. And then you're just going to feed your wires through the holes on the other side, and make sure you reconnect them where you disconnected the last ones, or refer to your guide. If you have a set of original bulbs, you're going to notice some of these wires are shorter, but the replacements, all the wires on the replacements are the same size, and they're all long enough to reconnect, so you don't have to worry about wire length size. They just did this on the original bulbs. Just make sure you hook them back up where they came from, or refer to your guide. Now, as far as these brackets or holders go, the bulbs have to be completely in the other side for this to be able to set back down over these. So you have to do them both at the same time. Make sure they're pushed all the way through, and then this should be able to close and you can screw it back down. Don't forget to feed your wires. Now these wires are zip tied right here, but I'm not taking the zip tie off. I'm just pulling the wires through and feeding the new wires back through that zip tie. And this lower one goes to this lower one, and the upper one goes to this upper one we took off. Alright, so they do send one extra bulb in case you have one go out, and we got it all back together. We're gonna get this put back together. We're gonna test it before we do that, make sure it all works, but there's about 10,000 screws. Put this thing back together, sheet metal screws in multiple layers that all have to be put back right, and it's not easy, and all those edges are sharp, so be careful. Now there are some that have a bulb here, you can see that opening there, but on the other side there's no opening. We didn't take a bulb out, and there's no spot for one on this side. Now on the other side there is. If we had a 8-way here instead of a 6, you could put a hole in that metal over there, because that's all those are, because these bulbs have porcelain on the end of them, and then you could hook the wires opposite this one, which is here and here. Actually, just be here. Nope, it's here, so it'd be this one. This comes from your switch. I don't know what that's for, but this would be your other bulb right there. Very nice. When you're putting this back, you're going to notice there's 2 size thread screws. The wider, thicker threads go into the plastic coverings, and the thinner threads is metal to metal, sheet metal to sheet metal. They do work either way, but that's the way they're designed for. Once you get your sides put back together, and you can start putting together the shroud or the facade. These black screws are to put in the right here in the bottom, the last pieces of the shroud. Give her a mohawk.